Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. We just might clap that ting, but we ain't on some boasting about. We gotta make moves, no loafing about. He ain't got no clout, she ain't got no clout. Still they wanna come here, come run up their mouth. They wanna know what maneuver's about. Check my catalog, you'll see with no doubt. We don't sell out, but we sell a tune or two. Beaten by a wooden spoon or two. But the pain that break me is the pain that make me, and the pain that take me is the pain that help me maintain. Life ting in the frame, you know. We're straight kicking the bane it go. I don't know where the soul is, so I'm about to bring that back. Whether we chat rap or sing that back. Get go, get go, get go, get go, get go. Again and again and again, we come in through, y'all. Again and again and again, deep root maneuver, Lord. Again and again, we come in through, y'all. Again and again, deep root maneuver, Lord. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting. Anytime we track that ting, you know we back that ting.
What it do? It's your boy Big Snoop Digo Double G. West Coast enough. I got my nephew Young Dre up in the kitchen. Can you dig it? Oh, fight night, round 4. Here we go, here we go.
Got everybody saying. Got everybody saying.
Everybody, alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. McDaniel's got his eye on the prize. He has complete focus on his ring walk here. Entrance here. What a ring walk. Just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Golden McDaniel. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, the Ghost.
All right, guys, remember this. Obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Well, there's one fighter here, as we've seen time and time again, that just doesn't have the physicality. He doesn't have the overall strength against his opponent. But what does he have?
Well, he has the greatest muscle that the human body has, the brain muscle. Use it. Be smart. Give angles. Get out, keep your opponent off balance. If he's bigger and stronger, he needs a certain kind of set position to use that. Do not give that to him.
Able to show you his blocking ability. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by McDaniel. Very nice defensive guard there. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Nice block by the Ghost. Parries that punch intended for the head. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Cus D'Amato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Cus D'Amato, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part, to understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter's feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Eddie, why is it in boxing that there are so many distinct styles that are defined by geography or culture or ethnicity, where we have a Mexican-styled fighter, an Eastern European, you know, upright fighter, an American-styled fighter? Why is that?
Because you are influenced by your surroundings, by the temperament of the people in your surroundings. Aggressive people, aggressive style. Very thoughtful people, people that are very cerebral, well, you're going to have a defensive style. You're going to have a very careful style. It's going to fit right in.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Good way to protect the midsection. End of the round here as we're ringside at our fight night venue. Of course, we're on the road with you every step of the way with a fine crew. We got to give credit to the crew there. Robbie and Rick back in the production truck doing a nice job, all cramped up in a tractor trailer.
Yeah, they do a great job. They allow us to go on the air and allow us to do the fun part while they're doing the grunt work. They're doing all the difficult things back there. Of course, Mike, Ryan, all those guys. We appreciate you very much, and we're not taking you out to dinner tonight.
And round number 3 is underway. Good defensive skill with the block by Golden. with a left hand. Gets rid of that effort. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by McDaniel. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by McDaniel. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Good combination landing there. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. A good block. Right hand, then a left hook to the head. Both land flush. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that.
Breathe in. Take a deep breath. Great job, Brown. You're doing well. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of the swell.
Keep circling, don't stand in front of us. You're doing fine. He's just beating you to the punch, that's all. You need to throw more. If you're not punching,
another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. McDaniel's corner will really need to get after that swelling. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Good combination to the head. Nice work with the jab on the outside. McDaniel's eye, to me, is getting worse as things continue on here. Teddy, he's got to be very conscious of that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and his corner has to be, too. They got to be thinking about if it gets to the point where he can't defend himself, they have to do something. Obviously, they didn't come here thinking they were going to have to do. Stop this fight.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Showing you some defense there with the block. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Blocks that punch. Fourth round now with his last 10 seconds. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all. Good block by the Ghost.
Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Targeted counter punch by the Ghost. The Ghost's making for a trainer's dream right now. Picking his shots, Teddy. Selecting when, where, and being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
And a sharp counter punch by McDaniel. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Oh, look at that. You know, you need space to punch. He realizes that, so he pushes his opponent. A headshot blocked.
Jump on me this round, all right? You're looking good. And keep it up. Keep those hands moving.
Circle. Don't stand in front of it.
Sixth round now underway. Let's see who can really come on here in the second half of this fight. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Blocks that belt line well. There he is on the inside, doing well. How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it. He has good vision. He sees the shots coming, and he's making up in his mind they're not taking him anywhere.
Oh! He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. There it is! Golden's down. First man to go down so far tonight. So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
That's some fine work right there by McDaniel. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by McDaniel. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the sixth. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this. I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end.
Holy cow! He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. And another right hand comes in. Oh boy, this doesn't look good at all. And he goes down again. Will he get up from this? that's it. Unable to rise up and beat the count. A knockout victory.
Walked right into that one.
Let's make it official. And for that, we send it up to our ring announcer. He's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
Well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin. We found out.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.
Arrogant person that you have ever seen. Some people sleep on me because I am the dream. My name is AR, this is my friend JR. Objective is to get you wet, sweating on the dance floor. What would we be good for if not giving you what you came for? Giving you what you came for, giving you what you came for. What would we be good for if not giving you what you came for? Giving you what you came for, get you what we came for. Look at the way, look at the way that I rock. Look at the way that I rock. Look at the way that I rock. A is for the R is for the rhyme. O is for the only one who doesn't with the style. W is for the West. Boy is the stance. E is for everybody. That's the way I do my. Look at the way that I rock. Look at the way that I rock. Look at the way that I rock. Look at the way that I do my thing. Rock.
I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of lightweight action between these two great warriors. Diego Chico Corrales' ring walk, something special in the air. You can just sense it out of him. His unpredictability belies his ring walk focus. He is ready for action.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Diego Chico Corrales and his opponent across the ring. Fighting out of the blue corner, The Flash.
All right, guys, remember this. Obey my commands at all times. Now let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Well, Teddy, here in this matchup, two guys who tend to go the distance. What do we look for early?
You know, I'm looking to see who can be more consistent in just one area. Who uses their jab a little bit steadier.
Blocks that punch.
Work the body. Keep moving. Move your feet.
Good job staying away from the danger there. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Oh, Diego Corrales is almost out of it there. He was stunned.
All right, punch it out.
Blocks the headshot. He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back under him. Able to dismiss that body shot. Chico able to land the counter punch. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. That was off the mark. It's as if they couldn't wait for the opening bell. Going at it right from the start, and we're still in the first round. Good stuff.
So it's like watching the Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Pacific, and the Atlantic, and the Indian Ocean. Everything.
That's a nice counter punch from Diego Corrales. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last...
There it is! Diego Corrales is down. First knockdown of this fight. It's going to be interesting to see how he recovers here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
And Corrales able to block that punch. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Diego Corrales. Mistargeted. Teddy, what do you think is the most misunderstood about the lower weight classes?
Well, I think people don't realize how big those people have to be. I know that sounds crazy because they're smaller guys, but they have to be big in all the other dimensions, with discipline, with confidence, and with their technical approach, their technical development. They have to deal with guys that are really fast. The bigger guys don't have to deal with all those elements.
Oh! The Flash is in bad shape. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one.
Come on, keep busy, guys. Come on now. Come on, come on.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. End of the round. A round in which a knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, if you're the trainer in the corner of the guy scoring the knockdown, what are some of the things you want to remind him of?
You want to remind them how he got there, because a lot of times it's the tendency to just remember the punch that put him there. He dressed him up. He set that punch up. Don't think about just the punch that landed. Think about the setup punches.
Good looking counter punch. Wow! Oh, that uppercut got him badly. He's winning the fight to me based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Halfway through this round. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Diego Corrales. Oh, and there you go. What an impactful left hand by Diego Corrales. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
Able to counter that attack. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. So the end of the round. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage up and let him fly out there. And the best way to do that is find out why he got stunned. What did he get hit with?
Blocks that punch. I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
That was off the mark. And he's able to put his punches together. That's a nice looking combo.
Well, that's the benefit of 2 and 3 instead of 1.
And there he counters back against his opponent. Flash is showing a great ability to adjust. He was stunned earlier, but you can see he has changed things up stylistically.
Hey, look, Joe, I was watching a football game in my room this afternoon, and you know what? The team was running the ball. All of a sudden, the run was taken away, so they started passing. I give him credit. You know, he's making an adjustment. He's trying to win the ball game, or he's trying to win this fight.
Punches in bunches, working well. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Good way to protect the midsection. Targeting the hooks on each man. That's a nice counter punch from Diego Corrales. Seconds to go in this round. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? It does depend on each guy.
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Diego Corrales is showing that he doesn't have any head movement defensively whatsoever. What else is there, Teddy?
Well, there's legs. Start using your legs a little bit. Get out of range. One way or the other, get out of the other man's talking place.
He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Seemingly in control, and now maybe out of control after getting hit there.
But what you just said, Joe, that is really what's the enemy of his right now is nothing was coming at him. He was winning too easily, and for a minute he let up, and bang.
He was stunned, but now he's surviving. Nice block. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Blocks it away. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take
And we are underway with the second half of this fight. The Flash is doing what happens to many who have been hurt. Now, he was stunned in this fight earlier, and you can see him almost wishing he could put a protective shell around himself. He's just all about the defense right now.
Yeah, well, right now it's got to be all about him trying to be Tom Cruise. He's got to be an actor. He's got to look for an Academy Award and stop doing that. If we can see that, his opponent can see that. He has to con his opponent, not let him know that this is what he's feeling.
Doing well on the outside. Good counter punch from Corrales. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
Some fine fundamentals. Good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Perfect example of what you get when warriors decide to act like warriors. These two have acted that way all night long.
They've acted that way, and they behaved that way, and they have been that way all their lives.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Round comes to an end here. Glad you've joined us ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas on another night at the fights. We're with you all year long, every step of the way, as is our crew. And the guys just don't get enough credit sitting back there in the production truck, but they make all this happen, Teddy.
Yeah, they do. Of course, Rick, Robbie, Mike, all you guys, Brian, Scott, Russ. We appreciate you doing all the difficult work while we get a chance to sit out here and enjoy the fun part. And by the way, you guys, after we just said that, you guys are picking up the tab tonight.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Blocks the headshot. Able to counter that attack. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Cus D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. That was off the mark. Diego Corrales is in a really bad spot here. I mean, he has been beaten down tonight. He is losing on the scorecards, and he's not showing me anything that says he could turn this fight around. What about you?
Well, I think he's got to change his vocation a little bit right now. He's got to become a quarterback, because what he has to do is not throw the punch, not right for the receiver, throw it to where he's going to be. I noticed that his opponent pulls back. Well, throw that punch behind him, and maybe he'll walk right into it.
And once again, the jab lands. Blocks that punch. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
He missed with that headshot. Able to show you his blocking ability. Good block by Corrales. Good counter punch from Corrales. I think it has come to that point. He's behind on the cards. He's just got to be. Going to take a knockout to win this?
Yeah, I think so. And it's going to take a certain kind of attitude or strategy, a change in strategy. You go into the fights, you don't look for a knockout. You're looking to use your jab. You're looking to set up punches. You're looking to go rounds. Right now, he's got to find a way to get a knockout. Look for one punch. One big punch right now.
The halfway point of round number 8. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Diego Corrales. You may as well put an X mark in the spot now because there is blood above his eye.
You know, he had enough problems getting away from punches when there was not blood impairing the vision.
And Corrales able to block that punch. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Final 10 seconds. End of the round here on our fight night. Always a good time to come here to this venue. Take great fans. I mean, wherever we go on our fight night tour, we have great fans.
Yeah, passionate fans, fans that know the fighters and care about the sport.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Very nice defensive guard there. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? He's taking his opponent's jab away.
Holy cow! Diego Corrales is hit by that counter shot. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Good work with the combination, putting his punches together, and it's paying off.
Yeah, it is paying off. You know, the first couple didn't get there, but he caught him on the back end.
Wow, Teddy, he's got some great hand speed there. That combination was an example of it.
Yeah, it was. You know, not a lot of power, not a lot of pop with it, but boy, it catches your attention. And you know what? That kind of speed can intimidate a guy and keep his opponent maybe from moving his hands later on.
Nice work, great technique, the combo lands. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
That's it. That's all we got. One more round. Give it all you got now, okay?
This is round number 10, scheduled for 10. Gets rid of that body shot. Good job staying away from the danger there. Good block by Corrales. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special offensive happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Good counterpunch from Corrales. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Diego Corrales is throwing wide punches. If I'm standing opposite of that, I jump on it.
Yeah, well, if you're the fighter, that's where you have to be kind of like into a Kodak moment, where you take a picture and you say, okay, remember that, and the next time, bang, I'm going to take advantage.
And they will bring it home in the last 10 seconds of this final round. Well, which way did it go? That is the question everybody wants the answer to. The man with the answer is standing in the ring, and here he is.
Decision. Your winner, The Flash.
Your winner by a unanimous decision.
And that was a surprise right there. Coming into this fight, we thought we'd see maybe a knockout, but no, we wound up getting a strategic fight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.
Around here, we got pirates with torpedoes, alongside all the warlords and beardos. The only city we got blacker than tuxedos. Baby girl, let me get all up in your earlobe, and if you shut me down, you can kill my ego, which is my enemy, makes you my amigo. So either way, you and I are button and needle. And they say I might become big as a beetle, but I don't let it get to my head or feet, yo. And I got more street cred than legal, but just in case we keep it big, there's eagle. There, I come prepared, I come prepared, I come prepared. There, I come prepared, I come prepared, I come prepared. There, I come prepared, I come prepared, I come prepared. There, I come prepared, I come prepared, I come prepared. What was I on before this flow was sequel? Something about how I thought I was a beetle. I'm tripping, but it was something lethal. It was fresh, but possessed something medieval. I came solo, I ain't even bring my army. The types in case that'll always ruin the party. You know those socially inadequate Somalis who walk in uninvited in your VIP. And Africans love them some B.I.G. But Tupac is official Ed Torpedo. And my job is to write just what I see. So a visual stenographer's what I be. Superman, superstar, give me super fat dough, so I can be super rich and super fat soul. But maybe not super fat, but super stacked though, so I can fix some money on super back low. How many immigrants are in this here sedan? And is anyone carrying any contraband? Not really, but I'm late for my concert, man. And
everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the New York City Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of lightweight action between these two great warriors. Parks is really keyed in for this one. You can see it as he makes his walk to the ring. Hurricane's ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see the intensity on his face.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Killer Hawks. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Hurricane Welch.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Nice block by Parks. Devastating blow by Welch. And he returns on that exchange. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Good block there by Parks. What an excellent two-punch combo by Parks. Nice block by Parks. Good work on the combination by Welch. Nothing there on the punch by Parks. Able to dismiss that body shot. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Parks. So the round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas sitting with you ringside. I know you had a very busy week before you flew here out to broadcast this fight, doing your charitable contributions back in Staten Island with the Dr. Theodore Atlas Foundation.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Joe. We did well. We had our dinner, our yearly dinner, where we're able to raise money to help people that are in need, people that have nowhere else to go for help, whether it's a mother that can't pay the cancer treatment for a 7-year-old daughter, and we're able to pick up that insurance. But the thing that I want to take a second to thank everybody for is that it's a collective effort. It's all the people that allow us the resources to go out there and help those people.
What does a fighter need to do to really build the foundation to a great career?
Well, first of all, they have to have the desire to have that great career. There has to be something in them. There has to be coal in that furnace to burn, and to burn later on. Maybe something happened to them in their life. Maybe through their parents, maybe through neighbors, maybe through coaches. Somebody told them they were never going to make it. And they go in their mind that they're going to find a way to make those people wrong.
Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Parks. A good block. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Wow, great action right from the start. Hey, I don't know that they can keep up this pace, but if they do, what a night we got ahead of us.
Yeah, we're getting tired just watching this early part.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Welch is starting to show some swelling. His corner should ice that down. Gets rid of that body shot. Parks has got to deal with a cut cheek. Gets rid of that effort. Well-placed counter punch by Parks. Fires right back at him. Oh, good stuff there. 2 in a row by Parks. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Good block by Parks. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Welch. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Good block there by Parks. Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Good scoring counter punch by Welch. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Blocks that punch. And a sharp counter punch by Welch. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Welch has got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still it could get nasty as the fight progresses. And a well-placed counter by Welch. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Don't worry.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. It's got the look of a fight that's going to go the distance. But I'll tell you this, Teddy, it'll have lots of action right to the final bell.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling this is like a throwback fight, and these are the mentalities of these two fighters. If you told them it was a 20-round fight, like the old days, a 30-round fight, they would somehow find a way to go the distance.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Parks. It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, could deal with this kind of pace.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing.
Right down the middle. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of that guy.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Punching there with the overhand right. What a chin. Can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing?
And more importantly, can his opponent believe it? You know what? You want to hit a guy, so you figure that that's a good thing, that's an encouraging thing. This is a case where his opponent might get discouraged just by seeing his guy take those kind of shots.
Parks is staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Welch is in a real tough spot now. There's no doubt about it that the eye has worsened. That cut is really looking ugly right here. What does he have to think about right now? Is it time to just take the realization that, hey, this fight could end at any moment?
Yeah, well, there's two things to that. First of all, the cutman's done his job. He's put the coagulants in there. Now he has to give them time to work. He's got to be elusive. He can't get hit on it for a little while. But also, he has to find a way for offense to stem the tide, to keep the opponent from just walking right in.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Parks. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged. Showing you some defense there with the block. Accurate counter punch by Parks. Hurricanes getting caught with headshots. But Teddy, to me this is pretty simple. Move your head.
Otherwise, the other guy will. And he's been moving his head for him all night.
Devastating blow by Welch. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Welch. 1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch per punch, they're meeting each other.
Parks is well conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Parks. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this. I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. There it is! Welch is stunned and staggered.
Punch it out, guys.
Oh, everybody will tell you, you can't get away with that. What a big, wide, sweeping whiff that was.
Well, you can get away with it if the guy doesn't want to throw back, but if this guy wants to start throwing back, then you're not getting away with it.
Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Parks. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. A hook for you and a hook right back. Parks' combination that was landed moments ago is one of those examples of what every trainer would really like to have, and that's a fighter with good hand speed.
Yeah, and he's showing that right now. Now, the trainer in the other corner hopes he has a guy with good timing because timing can negate speed.
A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Welch. Comes right back at him with a left hand. And this round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas ringside. I'm just looking up at the corner here at this guy that just got tagged, Teddy, this fighter who just got stunned. And I'm thinking, boy, it's like the air's come out of him a bit. He looks just so dejected now.
Yeah, you know, right now he's on the side of a mountain. You know, he's up on a cliff, and he needs a rope to get down. So that's what you got to do, Joe. You don't look and say, hey, he's up on a cliff. We know that. Give him a rope. Give him advice to get down.
Welch is putting himself in position where he may not have a lot left later in this fight because of his ineffectiveness. Even though he's throwing a lot of punches, his ineffectiveness now.
No, absolutely. He puts into reverse that old saying where an opponent will take 5 to land 1. You know, he throws 10 to place 1 punch. That is not good math. He's going to wear out.
Not working out for him.
1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh, boy, what a round. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Parks' strategy coming in was to land a lot of jabs. Teddy, you got to grade him out with an A here.
Maybe even an A+, Joe. That plus is the right hand. Once the jab has been there, bang, the right hand came just when it was supposed to. Give him an A+.
Round comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy week. You've been training some pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and the pro football game.
Yeah, there are, you know, physical ones and emotional, mental ones. I mean, the physical ones are when I work with some of these behemoths, you know, like offensive linemen. They have to punch out, you know, with their arms. They have to make sure that they get those hands out now. If they raise their elbows, just like a fighter raising his elbow before he throws a jab, they lose the power. So you got to teach them to keep those elbows in, punch out without any telegraph, without any loss of power, and also get those hands out at the right distance. If they're a little late, the big guy gets in on them, and now he can control him. And of course, the mental aspects of it, where they get into those dark rooms we talk about every once in a while, where they have to remember that they have control. They can make the choice. You know, you get in those dark rooms, you start to think that you lose control of the choice, that your opponent's making a choice for you. No, that's not the truth.
He goes down, and there is still plenty of time remaining in this round. But able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Nice block by Parks. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Parks. He's going around now, Teddy, like his legs are made out of wet noodles.
Yeah, my mother was boiling the water because she...
Oh, and there you go. Welch is almost out of it there. He was stunned. Welch is now feeling the effects, Teddy, of having his opponent punch right through that guard.
Well, he should feel the effects. I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella, and all of a sudden the wind's coming, and the rain's coming from the side, and you're standing there under the umbrella and say, why am I getting wet? Well, you're standing there covering up. The punches are coming from the side. They're coming from all angles. You're going to get wet.
You're not always protected. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Good block by Parks. Oh, Welch is in a bad place right now. He was tagged. Nice block by Parks. Oh, he doesn't look good at all right now. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? The Killers got the win by way of knockout. He put his man down, and the 10 count was administered.
Your winner,
Parks is your winner by knockout.
I feel like I just read a book. You know, I know a little bit more about this guy now.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.
already. Let's go. I'm a rap. I don't give a damn who you are, 'cause I'm a rap.
Good evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. McDaniel's now making his way to the ring, and you can see how focused he is for the task at hand. These ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see the intensity on his face.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Golden McDaniel. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Hurricane Welch.
All right, gentlemen. We went over the rules in the dressing room. You know what to do. Let's have a good, clean fight. All right?
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1.
When a high-stamina fighter is fighting another guy who's very well-conditioned, is there any tendency for maybe some doubts to creep into his mind?
Yeah, there always are.
Oh! Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
Move your hand.
Good block there by McDaniel. Nice block by Hurricane. He just missed that shot up top. Halfway through round number 1. Then a smart counterpunch by McDaniel. Boy, he is shaky right there. He is on shaky ground in the ring right now.
All right, come on now. Come on, work it out. Work it out. See some punches here.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Denies his opponent, comes with the overhand right. That's a forceful two-punch combo by McDaniel.
Take a deep breath.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. But now the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Welch. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. There's an excellent combination by McDaniel. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Welch. halfway through round number 2. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Very clean offense from defense by Welch. Hurricanes committed to that counter-punching very early on here in this fight, and that can pay off as the night continues.
Well, it's paying off right now because you see that his opponent now is getting a little worried about letting his hands go, because every time he does, he doesn't find anything, and he finds something coming back at him.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by McDaniel. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by McDaniel. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue or red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Good job on the two-punch combo by Welch. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by McDaniel. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good block by McDaniel. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. Accurate counterpunch by Welch. He has taken a lot of punishment here.
Well, the special fighters find a way, even when it's desperate like this, to survive. He's got to find that way right now.
Last 10 seconds of round number 3. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think, seriously, that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there, understanding how he feels mentally, and understanding how that can impair his judgment, stop him from doing simple physical things.
Hurricane staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. Welch is making for a trainer's dream right now. Picking his shots, Teddy. Selecting when, where, and being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
work by McDaniel. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
You get the sense that they know no other way how to fight. They are going at it, back and forth, toe-to-toe, punch for punch. And now they're trading blows. Well, the quick read on this guy, if you watch this fight so far, is that he just doesn't jab enough.
And that's the most basic thing in the world. You need that punch to make everything else happen.
Move your head. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by McDaniel. Now, this is a very exciting fight. It's been evenly fought, but it just has the feel of a fight that's going to go the distance. It doesn't look like any one guy is going to take control over the other.
No, when somebody makes up their mind, I am not being knocked out, I am staying, they usually stay. These guys are here for the night.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Now, that's fine work to get another hook in there by McDaniel. We've reached the halfway point of this battle. Real good fight here. Tough to get a sense of who's really up. I could see making an argument for either guy, but that's a testament to both guys and what they've been willing to bring to this battle tonight.
Yeah, what it's a testament to, Joe, is that it's an enjoyable fight. After a while, you don't even concentrate on who's up. All you know is you're enjoying every bit of it.
Blocks the headshot. McDaniel's opponent is having a field day here. I mean, he's so accurate upstairs, but there's one reason he's so accurate. He's not moving his head.
No, he's not at all. And if he's not going to move his head, at least do something else. Catch and pitch. What I mean by that, Joe, is block and then pitch right back. Keep your opponent honest. He's not doing that either.
Wow! Oh, he is stunned. He could go down.
All right, come on now. Come on, work it out. Work it out. See some punches here.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. 60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Good block there by Golden. Welch's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. So we come to the end of the round, and that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner, and they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shots, and then comes back with an uppercut. Well, maybe one of the most impressive characteristics and traits in all of boxing. We're seeing it on display here. He has an iron chin. That's just like a little love shove right there. Just a little love shove to give yourself some room. Good scoring counter punch by McDaniel. Holy cow! Welch is almost out of it there. He was stunned.
Punch it out. Punch it out.
Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Very clean offense from defense by McDaniel. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by McDaniel. Both men accurate with their hooks against each other. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Good block there by Welch. Each man able to land an uppercut. Good job protecting himself. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Blocks away that headshot. He got hit, but he sends it right back. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Oh, what an exchange! And a sharp counter punch by McDaniel. I think it has come to that point. He's behind on the cards. He's just got to be. Going to take a knockout to win this?
Yeah, I think so. It's going to take a certain kind of attitude or strategy, a change in strategy. You go into the fights, you don't look for a knockout. You're looking to use your jab. You're looking to set up punches. You're looking to go rounds. Right now, he's got to find a way to get a knockout. Look for one punch.
No holding.
One big punch right now.
Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Oh, good exchange there. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by McDaniel. That's a forceful two-punch combo. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? Somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
What a good counterpunch by Welch. End of the round. So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point, because a lot of times that can be the turning point, but not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy. Because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night. And you forget what you knew when you came in. That wasn't going to be an easy night. You were going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed. And it's important to remember that.
Welch is looking like a fighter who has a lot taken out of him. Ever since the knockdown, he just seems like a guy who's running on fumes.
Now what matters, that's half of the equation. You're right, we see that. Now what matters is what his opponent sees. Does he see it? Does he want to see it? does he take advantage? Or does he play kind of like a silent contract in his own mind? People do that. And he says, okay, now he's going to leave me alone, I'll leave him alone.
McDaniel's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Hurricane's leaving himself wide open there. You just can't do that.
Well, you can do it, but you're going to get paid. You're going to eat some leather. You're going to get punched in the mouth. That's going to happen.
McDaniel's got a cut around his eye. Looks to be below his eye. And a smart counterpunch by McDaniel. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by McDaniel. McDaniel's now in a spot that many fighters have. Holy cow! Golden's legs look shaky. He was hurt. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? Comes to an end. Knockdown was scored in that round. So, Teddy, you're working the corner of the guy who was just on the floor. What are you telling him?
You're telling him that if he's been down before, you want to actually use that for a positive. I know that sounds crazy, but you say, hey, you've been here before. You've overcome it. You want to remind him that he can get back. And then the most important thing, Joe, is you tell him why he got dropped. So when he goes out there, he's not just scared going into a dark place saying, gee, it's going to happen again. He knows he has control.
Well-targeted counterpunch by McDaniel. McDaniel's recuperative abilities being tested to the limit here. Just 60 seconds to gather yourself after being knocked down in the last round.
Now, we talk about the fighter, but it's important right now for the corner, for the referee, for the doctor to know that he does have those kind of recuperative powers. So they give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the ref gives him a little more time than he gives somebody else.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Fires right back at him. He missed with it. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
A minute ago in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. How about that exchange? He tried to nab him up top. There it is! Welch is in a bad place right now. He was tagged. McDaniel's mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Things were going against him.
Keep
now
busy, guys.
the time
Come on
is
now.
turned.
Keep
Good
busy.
things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Competitive throughout. Who got it? To find out, we send it up to the ring.
The judges have reached a split decision. Your winner, Hurricane Welch.
He's your winner by split decision tonight.
Yeah, I disagree with that. That was a split decision. I had him winning much clearer than that.
Won't be the first time we say that. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.
Real sharp on my thing like a razor. Blade come clean like a shaper. So I guess I'm gonna name a taper. But everybody gon' feel the need to say something. But can't speak up whenever you face them. That's what you call microphone gangsters. Yeah, I got them monkey dope. Yeah, I'm raw, you know my flow. Cause both be acting extra hard. Talking that noise on all them songs. A bunch of little boys, but y'all look grown. Those there and these to it really don't matter cause they all just clones. book for your lawyer. Hell yeah, man, I'm all for the cause. And they ain't trying to get involved with the lawsuit, but a deal get caught with the mouse buzz. And that just ain't a threat on the song. Don't get it wrong, I'm protecting my own. If that slip, they don't last long. We got them going down for the count, looking at the ground. That's why we got haters. That's why we got haters. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count, looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count.
You ain't got no game. You a hate, but you need to change. Mad at me cause I got my lane. Why explain to these suckers, man? Keep the G simple and plain. I was born in this game. They ain't telling me that I can't hustle, put pain every day. So right now my time is here. There's no fear, my vision's clear. Hate it folk, but I check you. Post some men, but y'all acting weird. That ain't hood, no matter what you hear. Suck a position while I'm switching gears. High speed, success is near. I'm a rider, none of y'all my peers. 809, smile in disguise. Check those sight, that's on my life. Taking flight, got the green light. Used to be 24, now I'm on the mic. Mad at me, cause I'm what she likes. So worry about mine, hate to get a life. Watching me on YouTube, but you're 9 to 5. Should've been motivated, but you hate my grind. Monumental, young Dre, the truth gon' shine.
We got them going down for the count, looking at the ground. That's why we got haters. That's why we